Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Now today's video is going to continue on with everything that has been going down currently for me. It's been a little bit difficult as I've had a little bit of a push for Iskin Nullsec, but I've managed to find a way to actually give you all some content in terms of what's going on. Now today's video is actually going to be paused in the screen, right? I know this isn't the best screen to pause in and it's a bit abrupt and it's a bit of a weird one to stick you at, but there is a reason why I'm just going to use this here. This is where I'm going to do my war room videos, and today's war room has quite a bit of steamy news. But before we get to the war room, here's something else to note. This channel will be giving away an Omega package from NetEase. So yes, we're going to be part of a giveaway for Omega. However, in order to make the Omega giveaway a little bit more fair and a little bit more meaningful, because as I know, a lot of people don't enjoy my content enough, I've decided to add a few content creators who are really well enjoyed by the community. So yeah, you will get the announcement about who is going to be part of this year. I'm going to be using them for codes to the giveaway, and on a Saturday, I will host a program. When the Sunday program comes live, the entries end. Since I've never had more than 100 comments on a video or even reached 100 comments, I'm listing my numbers from 1 to 100, and a random number is drawn at the start of the week for the next week's giveaway. It's only this week's giveaway that's going to be plain and simple, and if you are interested, you can jump onto the Saturday video and the giveaway will be there. So let's get back to today's critical war room. So in a turn of events, okay, this is a bit of a heavy one to actually have to report. In a turn of events, No has blocked Terran Federation from taking their place in Fountain. This is a result of a single individual from No and his paranoid fear of not being able to be one of the greatest pilots in Echoes. Now, the name of this pilot is Run. He is one of the executors of No Corporation. He also runs X Corporation on the side so that he can subvert any and all treaties made by No. So yeah, there we go. That is Run, the head of both No and the side corporation X Corp. Now the reason for this is he likes to break his treaties and attack players, attack places that he knows are vulnerable because No is in a treaty with them. So he goes for the whole play of playing both sides of the fence at the same time, and he uses X Corp to take over whatever he wants to take over. So that is the big hit on the first part of the story, but this only gets more and more juicy as you go around. The reason why Run has opposed the joining of Terran Federation with their alliance is because of a single player who he suspects to be 100 times greater than himself. Well, that would be the easiest solution for you to see from this point of view. He believes that Elandria of the Galaxy, who is a member with permissions within the Terran Federation Alliance, is such a threat that just her presence in the Terran Federation would make her a greater pilot than him. He believes that her PvP standards are so great that his entire corps, both of them put together, could not stop Elandria without the joint help of Genesis Federation to pull her down. That is how terrified Run is. Run literally shakes in his boots at the mention of Elandria. If he sees her name on the server, he instantly runs for cover. So yeah, that is who we are talking about today in a little bit of a crazy war room. So yeah, that's Run from Terran Federation. And I know this here sounds like it is way over the top far-fetched, but trust me, this is part of the standard flow of information within the game. Now, how did I come about this information? Well, it was quite simple. I have a friend who is on the inside of No, who also has an alt who runs in X Corp. So they gave me some information, I got a hold of it, and there you go. That is how I know about what's going on with Run and X Corp and No. So yeah, that is the whole thing. Now, with all of this craziness, his paranoid fear of Alondria is so great that he would put at risk an alliance to fight Jen, because he believes that Jen is all that can stop Alondria from rising to the top of the list. Unfortunately, that just shows what a coward he is in terms of one individual. It's not like fighting Genesis Federation is something so difficult from his point. He thinks that fighting Jen would be an easier task than getting rid of Alondria from an alliance. He believes that Alondria is so close with members across so many different alliances, and she is so well earned and respected by a lot of these companies that just her presence in them makes her a threat. So yeah, well, you can argue either way, but honestly and truly, this is hilarious. I literally had a massive laugh when I found out why No was standing up to Terran Federation. And Terran Federation have shown an immense amount of support that they will not remove Alondria from their chat because they will not stab their members in the back. They have no intent of separating friends. They have no intent of separating people from those who they want to chat with. Terran Federation site is for Terran Federation members and those who they deem worthy to be their friends. And I have to salute Terran Federation on that. That is one of the most bold and one of the most praised feats I have seen from a company in all this time across all of Eve Echoes. So yeah, Terran Federation, well done on that. I know that I wasn't with you in your first run against Genesis, but this time I definitely have to support you for this year. It's only true and absolute cowards like Run from No who will hold off support because of your loyalty and because of your close support with your own members. Wishing you all the best in your endeavors, guys. So yeah, that's just the first part. The next part is the war in Fountain. Boop or Bop, whichever way it is said, I'm not exactly 100% sure, are on the back foot with having a lot of their power and control being pushed back, requiring purely Jen to make a stand for them. So supposedly their company has no real active members and they're purely a figurehead of power. They're not really that powerful, and right now they're on the back foot to be destroyed if Genesis Federation does not assist them. So they are severely requiring Genesis help. So if people who were a little bit too afraid, like Run, were to turn on Boop at this point and help Terran Federation take their foothold, we would definitely see Genesis on the back foot, facing the massive armada of the Alliance which is coming for Gen. And yes, it is going to be one of the greatest alliances since the start of the game. We might once again see a total blackout of a system with nobody being able to enter after all this time in Echoes. It's supposedly that large of an alliance that is coming for Gen. Now obviously, whoever else there may be is purely up for me to hold in secret. There are others on that list who have some nice juicy followings who are about to join this war and really put Genesis to the ground. Genesis might just be eating dirt in the next few weeks, and no matter how many dreads you hold, trust me, you have a big surprise coming your way, because I believe the total rally versus rally has outstripped your secret hidden 60 ships in the capital fleet. So yes, there is an exposure of how many capital ships Gen is hiding. Plus there is supposedly an additional 20 hidden amongst privately owned members who haven't disclosed it. So there is another 20 to bring to the table, making it a total of 60 capital ships from Gen's side. But unfortunately for Genesis Federation, the complete alliance who are coming up against them already have taken this into consideration. Their pure dreadnought count might be scary enough to make Gen rethink pulling out all 40 of their dreads, if I am correct. That some of the hidden ships are dreads, because I know there's 20 dreads that everybody knows about. There's 10 that are hidden within the corp, and then there are 10 which are individuals privately owned dreads who haven't disclosed it to much of the community. So yeah, that would make it about 40. And if I am incorrect, it's 10 carriers that have been held by individuals that would just make it 30 dreads and 50 carriers, which would be quite a fight to have to go through. But there is something else to note about this here. The owners of the dreads and carriers in some places overlap, so the number that can actually pop onto a field may not even reach the maximum figure. So yeah, you might get a massive number of dreads, and all you've got to do is fight them with the number of dreads with capital ships around, and there you go, battle over. So that is some of the big pieces of advice about the war coming up. What is coming up is Jen is really hoping to stop Terran Federation from getting close enough, because if Terran Federation is close enough to warp jump into their sectors, they're going to have to fleet up all of their carriers and actually move out into full out combat. Considering that insurance doesn't work correctly against the heavy value dreadnoughts, it doesn't look like we're going to see any type of pure resistance against this. So hope that you all do enjoy this, and catch you all in the next war room. Till then, have a good day.